For the section 11-1 work together, we need to start by doing 2 transactions in our general journal. On December 5th, we bought office supplies on account from Milam Corp. 532, and that's M57. So December 5th and M57. And office supplies, if we increase office supplies, we're going to increase that with a debit because they're an asset. So supplies dash office. We'll debit that account for $532. Next, we need to credit accounts payable / Milam Corp. For $532 credit. It's important that you have accounts payable / Milam Corp. And then we'll be sure that we post to both of those accounts. On the 7th, we return merchandise to Griffin Inc., $248, DM32. So we'll get that document number in there, debit memorandum 32. Return merchandise to Griffin Inc. So we want to decrease the amount that we owe them. So we have accounts payable / Griffin Inc. And we're going to decrease that with a debit. Liabilities increase with a credit. So we'll decrease them with a debit for $248. And then the other half of our transaction is our new account: purchases, returns, and allowances. And we will credit that account. So that is our 2 transactions. Notice the difference is our backslashes that we've never had before, and those will be important as we go to the next step when we post. So when we're posting these, we want to make sure that we post to 2 accounts anytime we have a backslash. So for December 5th, supplies office, that's like we've always done it. We'll go to our supplies office in the ledger. We'll get December 5th. This is coming from General Journal, page 12. You can see that right here, General Journal, page 12. So we have G12. It was a debit of $532. So if we have 2 debits, a debit of $532 and a balance of $2,948, 2 debits, to update that balance, we need to add them. So our new balance would be $3,480. And we need to take account number 1145 back up into our journal. Then we need to move down to our next row, and we need to post into 2 different accounts: accounts payable and Milam Corp., both a credit of $532. So let's do accounts payable first. We have December 5th, G12, and it was a credit of $532. We have a credit and another credit. So our new balance would be $9,025.50 when we add those 2 together. And account number 2110, and then backslash, because we're going to put 2 accounts. Next, we need to credit Milam Corp. for that same amount. December 5th, G12, a credit of $532, credit and a credit. So our new balance for Milam Corp would be $1,975, and that's account number 250 back in our journal. And now you'll notice that that's no longer red. So post that same number to 2 separate accounts. Our account numbers, accounts payable is listed first, so we have the accounts payable account number listed first, backslash, and then our Milam Corp account number. Moving on to our next, on December 5th, we need to do accounts payable again. So it's the 7th, G12 again, and we had a debit of $248. So we'll put our debit of $248. And we had a credit balance, so a debit would decrease that. So $9,025.50 minus $248, our new balance is $8,777.50. Account number 2,110, back up into our journal, and we're not done yet with that row. We also need to post to our Griffin Inc. So we'll go into Griffin Inc.'s account on December 7th, G12, a debit of 248. Credit balance, now we have a debit. So our new, after we subtract, our new balance is 710. Take account number 220, back up into our journal. And then finally, you'll post to the purchases, returns, and allowances account, as we always post using our 5 steps. And that is section 11-1.